This is the pirate ship Le Foudre. It is a Tier 7 premium French battleship which is based on the Jean Bart, but the Le Foudre does have some differences compared to the Jean Bart, which we will get into in a little bit. But basically it is a Jean Bart frame that the ship is built on, so how will it stand up in a standard match? Well, with that, let's check out the setup of the ship and the commander, who is the pirate commander Michel Le Tir. His base trait is Le Barrage, which improves the ship's ATBA shell damage, which is secondaries for short. And inspirations is Andrew Cunningham for concentrated devastation. This will improve the ship's main battery shell grouping. And then we have Angelo Oshino for the secondary inspiration, which will improve the shell grouping again, but this depends on the ship type. The cruisers here at a 6.3% improvement do have the best improvement. So when you're targeting a cruiser, you'll have better accuracy than you will have when you're targeting a battleship or a destroyer, is how this works. And for the skills, I have selected not the one for nuisance. It improves the risk of catching fire and the risk of flooding and torpedo damage to the Citadel. The second skill is gyrating drill bits, improves the battleship's main gun traverse speed and its armor-piercing shell damage, but it is at the cost of the maximum battleship speed. And then we have Megalomania, improves the battleship's main battery reload time and the battleship detectability time after firing the main guns, but it is at the cost of maximum HP. And then the last skill is Master Mechanic, which improves the repair party cooldown time, the amount of HP recovered, and the repair party charges. And there you see that I get one extra repair party charge. And then on the next slot there, I get the second repair party charge, and that is if I go up to rank 16. And if I go to legendary rank 4, I will also get a second repair party charge. So either going up to legendary rank 4 or rank 16 will give me a second repair party charge. Here is how that works. And then for the legendary skill, I have Will to Rebuild. The amount of HP recovered is 73% there at legendary rank 3. If I go up to legendary rank 4, that will go up to 110%. And the repair party duration is cut by 40% here at legendary rank 3. And it goes up to 50% at legendary rank 4. But the amount of HP recovered more than compensates for that. So overall, you are much better by going up in legendary rank to improve these scores here, or these numbers. And then for the special effect, it will auto repair when the HP is equal to or less than 20%. And the range to an allied ship to make that happen is 2.75 kilometers at legendary rank 3. Going up to legendary rank 4 will improve that radius to 3.5 kilometers. Alright, so let's check out the upgrades for the Le Foudre. And the first upgrade is Aiming Systems Mod 1, and pretty much French battleships, you want to improve accuracy as much as possible of the main guns, and that's what we are definitely looking to do here. Dispersion of the main battery is improved, as is the secondary battery firing range and its dispersion. And the secondaries are kind of formidable, as we will see, but yeah, it's good that that's improved, but we are mostly going with an improvement to the main battery dispersion here with this upgrade. And then we have Propulsion Mod 2, time taken reach full power is improved by 50%. And then we went with the standard third slot upgrade for all Tier 6 and above battleships, which is Concealment System Mod 1. Detection range, detectability is improved by 10%, and the incoming fire dispersion is improved by an additional 5%. And this doubles up on the incoming fire dispersion that you get from a fully upgraded camo at grade 4 camo. And then the last upgrade is the main battery mod 3. Main battery reload time is improved by 12%, and the main battery traverse speed takes a hit at 13%, but we are just going to deal with that, and you'll see what the end result is in the stats here. So then the loadout. Ship has high explosive and armor-piercing shells, but the main guns here are only in the front of the ship. There are no main guns in the rear of the ship. Consumables, damage control party, duration is 15 seconds, reloads every 76 seconds, and there is an unlimited number of those consumables. And then we have 4 repair party consumables. That is awesome. That's pretty much what you get with Master Mechanic, which will partially restore the ship's HP by repairing any light damage at the rate of 586 hit points per second. That will go up right around 700 or 800 hit points per second if you were to go up to legendary rank 4. Duration is 16.8 seconds, reloads every 71.4 seconds. And then we have the main battery reload booster, and this is awesome because the main battery reload time in half when the consumable is running. Duration is 15 seconds, reloads every 171 seconds, and there are 2 of those consumables. And then here we can select either the engine boost consumable or the enhanced secondary targeting. I did have the enhanced secondary targeting when I was checking out the secondary build, but we ended up with the engine boost consumable here with the final setup, and this will temporarily increase the ship's speed when the consumable is running at the rate of 8%. Duration is 180 seconds, so that's 3 minutes. Reloads every 171 seconds, and there are 2 of those consumables. And then down here, I don't have any boosters selected, but that could change depending on the battle. I did go with the Epic Battle Booster though, because I wanted to max out the main battery range. And the ship comes with the Foudre premium skin. Sea detectability range and incoming fire dispersion is improved by 4.5%. And I do have the cursed Devilfish flag running because you never know. Survivability, hit points 65,550, armor 18 to 430 millimeters. Torpedo damage reduction is 38%. Artillery is rated at 94. That is pretty good. It's a little lower of a rating than the Jean Bart, but you have 8 guns. They are all in the front, so you want to keep that in mind. Firing range is 17 kilometers, and this is one of the differences between the Foudre and the Jean Bart. The Jean Bart has almost a 20-kilometer range. Reload time of the Foudre is 21.4 seconds. This is a little bit quicker than the Jean Bart, at least with my setup. And the traverse time is 30.8 seconds, so that is kind of middle of the road for traverse speed for a battleship main gun. HE shell damage is 5,400 at a 36% chance of setting fire, and you will set fires pretty efficiently with the Foudre. Armor-piercing shell damage has a maximum of 13,090, and this is comparable with the Jean Bart. And then the secondaries. The Foudre is kind of built to favor the secondaries a little bit. There are 33 guns, 24 100 millimeters and 9 152 millimeters. They both reach out to 7 kilometers and can go as high as 10.3 if you do a secondary build. I'll have links to some of my tests with secondary builds down below. 100 millimeters reload in 3 seconds, have a maximum HE shell damage of 1682, 5% chance of setting fire, while the 152s reload every 12 seconds, maximum damage is 2550, and have a 12% chance of setting fire. Overall though, my final build is with the accuracy build, and I did bypass the secondaries. AA defenses is rated at 100, and you will definitely clear the sky in the Foudre, especially if you get in a match with an overly aggressive aircraft carrier commander or player that wants to try to take you out. Maneuverability, and this is kind of cool here, maximum speed is 27.8 knots, turning circle radius is 850 meters, and the rudder shift time is a snappy 12.6 seconds. So the Foudre definitely turns a heck of a lot quicker than the Jean Bart, the Richelieu, or pretty much, I believe, any other French battleship, pretty much any other battleship in the game. I don't really know of any battleships that have a rudder shift time quicker than 12.6 seconds. If you know of any, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Concealment, detectability range by sea is 13.3 kilometers, range by air is 11.1 kilometers, and detectability while firing into smoke is 14.1 kilometers. And here is your armor view, and this is a standard Richelieu Jean Bart armor scheme. And let's check out the Citadel here. And yeah, so Citadel looks like it's underwater. It looks like it's protected pretty well. And we do have 29 to 33 millimeter armor, which can cause 406 millimeter and lower caliber shells to ricochet. And then the Citadel is really encased with 34 to 75 millimeter armor, which can cause any armor-piercing shell to ricochet at appropriate angles, and it does resist HE shells up to 203 millimeters. But the big deal here, I think, is 161 to 399 millimeter armor in the front and the rear, and this is pretty much why you see all Richelieus and Jean Barts going bow on during a battle. You don't really want to go broadside, and when I'm in any of those ships, I really hate moving from location to location because you do expose your broadside, and that is a bad deal here, or it can be. Overview has an above average maximum movement speed. The ship is definitely fast, and it can be equipped with a main battery reload booster. It can barrage the opponent. So then the Le Foudre is the favorite vessel of the pirate legend Michel Le Tir, which packs quite a punch. Le Foudre is a flagship of the French pirate fleet, and for good reasons. She's speedy, agile, and dangerous with her enhanced secondaries, just like any pirate wants their ships to be. If you think she resembles battleship Jean Bart's, you're onto something. Le Tir spent years recreating the ship that bore his idol's name. Year of design was 1688. Alright, well that's it for the setup of the ship and the commander. Let's go out in a standard battle and check out some highlights. Alright, here we go. This is pretty much my first match in Le Foudre. Once I have the accuracy build set up, and we're just going to take it slow here and see how it shakes out. I did do a double check on all of my tier 7 battleships, and the Le Foudre does have the quickest rudder shift time of any tier 7 battleship in my port. The British battleship Lion, the big time fire starter, does have a 12.7 second rudder shift time, so that is slightly worse, but it's about the same. But in general, Le Foudre does have a much better rudder shift time, specifically when you compare to the Jean Bart. The Jean Bart, you know, everyone wants a Jean Bart. This is the Jean Bart Light, I guess, and I think you're going to find that this ship, while it's not exactly a Jean Bart, it does hold its own pretty well in a standard match here. All right, so here's this King George. He is moving, trying to go behind the island there, and this is the #1 reason why I generally do not move at the beginning of a match, because I do not want to go broadside like this to any other battleships out there. And we did get 3 hits, and we did cause 9,900 damage, pretty much 10,000 damage there. We did have a fire started though, so we're going to let that burn for a little bit rather than burn the consumable there. And once it goes down a little bit, I am going to hit the fire extinguisher and then hit the repair right after that. I do enjoy the 4 heals with the combination of Master Mechanic and Will to Rebuild. So we are going to regenerate our health pretty quickly here. And we did get a couple more hits, and we're up to 16,000 damage. Now we're up to 24,000 damage, and that guy, that King George, is still pretty much broadside. So now once we reload, I am going to compensate a little bit and see if we can, well, be nice to take him out. I don't think that's going to happen though. But here is another Amalfi going broadside here. He did turn in on us. He can turn pretty quick. And you can see that King George is looking pretty thin. He has almost nothing left. Got some torpedoes coming in. They are a miss. And luckily for me, he goes broadside. This is awesome. Another 9,700. We're up to 38,000 damage already. The red team is a little bit behind here. We are ahead at the moment. We've got 2 captured bases. This guy is moving around pretty good. He is pretty maneuverable. And I'm fairly certain he does have torpedoes, so I have to be careful of that. And we tag him for another 7,000. We are up to 50,000 damage. And unbelievably, he is going broadside. So this is awesome. We can get reloaded. He is pretty much done right here. Not really sure what's going on here, unless maybe he's trying to get some torpedoes off on us. But I kind of expected to take him out right there.
It's getting hot in here.
We are on fire again. And we're going to wait a little bit on the fire extinguisher. The repair party. Now that the second fire has started, I'm going to wait until these torpedoes pass before I hit the repair party. And all right, now that the torpedoes passed, I can hit the repair party and another heal, and we took him out with a Citadel right through the front. We're up to 71,000 damage, and it's looking pretty good in one of the very first matches with the Le Foudre with the accuracy build. So I am kind of surprised. And here, okay, so we did only get 3 planes shot down, and what you're going to see is the aircraft carrier player is going to focus on us here coming up in a few minutes. So there we did take that other ship out, and now here's a Lion going broadside on us. 2 destroyed ships, a couple Citadel hits. We're up to 80,000 damage, and we're going to go bow on to the Lion. I can't really see him right there. There he is. And he looks like he's angling away, so it's good. A good play on his part. But now it looks like the aircraft carrier player is trying to take out our blue team destroyer right there. I'm not really sure about that, but maybe he's focused on destroyers. I'm not really sure. But he is close enough to me to where the Le Foudre does start taking out some of his aircraft. And you can see his aircraft are racking up here. We've shot 8 aircraft down. Are we going to get any more? And unbelievably, this Lion is going broadside again. So this is a match where the entire red team definitely like to go broadside, it seems like. And he disappeared right as we took a shot. Are we going to be able to get him? And we got him for three hits. We're up to 93,000 already. He is almost gone. So I was thinking about going for the destroyer, but I guess I'm looking to finish this guy off right here. And we're spotted by the aircraft carrier planes again. 8 destroyed aircraft at this point. So watch the aircraft start ticking up here. And the Lion got taken out by the Edinburgh. So good team kill right there. All right, now we're going to start shooting down some more aircraft. It looks like we're up to 9 aircraft shot down. And it looks like they're buzzing all around us. So they're trying to get some more hits on us, and we are definitely taking out these aircraft. So the AA rating of 100, which is identical to the Jean Bart, is definitely for real. You will definitely clear the sky here with this ship. So I guess if you're in a aircraft carrier and you're in a match up against Foudre or even a Jean Bart, you want to keep this in mind, because I don't think it's going to work out much better for you than what's going on right here. 16 aircraft shot down. And we're going to come around this island and see if we could possibly, I think that's where that destroyer is, and we're going to look to come over here and see if we can do something with the destroyer, which I think is still there. And I think there's probably an aircraft carrier there as well. That's where all those airplanes are coming from. There's a smoke screen. I think that's from the red team destroyer. And we are starting to rack up that clear sky medal. Look at that. We got our 20 destroyed airplanes, and that number is climbing. So the aircraft carrier player definitely wants to take out the Le Foudre, and that is just awesome. There's that destroyer. So he was not behind the island. He moved out quite a ways, actually. So we're going to see if we can get some long-range hits on him. This is always kind of dicey. Tashkent does start a fire on us, and we do get a couple hits on him. So that is kind of, I'm kind of surprised at that. And here, this is unbelievable luck right there, where those torpedoes just peter out right before they get their hit. And we do hit our last heel. And we do hit the repair party again. So we are kind of on our own. We got to hope for will to rebuild here with our teammate being in close proximity to us. And here you can see those torpedoes eventually pop up. I think that's when they arm. So I think when the torpedoes go in the water, they don't pop up like that, and you don't see the triangle until they arm. I think that's what was going on there. I think that's what you saw. And hey, let me know what you think down below. If I got that right, go ahead and let me know. If I need a correction, go ahead and let me know about that. But there is the Kaga way over there. So I guess I was looking at the wrong island earlier. So we're just going to try to come around here and take out the Kaga before anyone else could get to him. So if you don't have the pirate commander, you definitely want to try Robert Joujard. He is the normal accuracy build commander. For the French ships, I went with the pirate commander because, you know, it's a pirate ship and I've got the commander, so why not? I wanted to go all in on the pirate deal. But if you don't have the pirate commander, I think Robert Joujard would do just as well. And there we take out the Kaga. And we do get 103,000 damage, so we just have the destroyer left. Looks like we're going to win on points. And all right, there you go. That is the end of the match. All right, well, that was a big-time victory for the Le Foudre with an accuracy build. 750,000 credits. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen a number that high. And I was running some battle boosters here, and we do have 9,700 XP, 1,400 global XP, and a whopping 13,000 commander XP, 103,000 damage on 51 main gun hits, shot down 38 aircraft by the time it was all said and done, 3 destroyed ships, a couple of Citadel hits, and there you go, 27 secondary hits, ATBA right there. And we do get that clear sky medal. So let's see how we did on the team result. Whoa, 2,800 XP, first place overall, clear sky medal, not bad. If you don't have the Jean Bart and you're looking for a suitable replacement, this might definitely be it. Can't complain about that score, and I don't mind not having a secondary build, I got to tell you. Okay, let's see how we did on the economy tab. Well, by the time it was all said and done, we cleared 638,000 credits. Wow, almost 1 million credits, 750,000 credits. All right, well, that is it for the Le Foudre with the accuracy build. You can't go wrong with the accuracy build, as near as I could tell. And the Le Foudre, while it's not the Jean Bart, it does have a lot of the qualities of the Jean Bart, and as you can see, it definitely can hold its own. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you like it.